HOA built a trench on my property line, and I didn't think much of it at first, until a storm turned it into a swirling whirlpool that sucked in their trucks like it was hungry for justice. I knew the HOA had been pushing boundaries for months, but this time they had literally crossed the line. My deed clearly marked my land, extending 10 feet past the fence they installed years before I bought the property. The HOA pretended they didn't know, but Karen definitely knew. She just didn't care. The setup began when I noticed contractors digging a shallow trench along what they claimed was the official boundary. I walked out and told them they were digging on my land. They shrugged and said the HOA president Karen told them she had approval. I showed them the county plat map. They backed off. Karen didn't. The incident hit hard 2 days later when I came home to find the trench deepened, extended, and reinforced with boards. Karen stood proudly beside it like she had built the Grand Canyon. She said it was a drainage improvement project and that my disagreement didn't matter because she had a community mandate. I reminded her again. I wasn't in the HOA, and that trench was illegal. She smirked and said, "Nature will take care of it." For once, she was right. My reaction wasn't rage, it was preparation. I documented every inch of the trench with my drone. I took time-stamped photos of the survey stakes showing the true boundary. Then I called my lawyer and asked exactly what I needed to prove unlawful encroachment and property damage. He told me to gather evidence and wait for the right moment. Then nature delivered that moment. A massive storm hit that weekend. Heavy rain hammered the trench, and because Karen had forced the contractors to slope it toward HOA property, all the runoff funneled into one spot behind their clubhouse. The trench deepened, widened, and finally collapsed into a swirling whirlpool that formed right on the property line. By morning, it looked like a muddy tornado had taken up residence. That's when the execution phase began on its own. The HOA sent 2 maintenance trucks to fix the damage. Both got too close. Both slid straight into the whirlpool pit, like the earth had opened up beneath them. I filmed everything from my back porch. Karen screamed that my unmaintained land caused the problem. I calmly handed the sheriff's deputy my footage, the deed, and the drone scans showing their trench was entirely on my land. The consequences hit fast. The HOA's insurance refused to cover the truck damage because the trench was built illegally. My lawyer filed a claim for land restoration, boundary destruction, and drainage negligence. We settled for 6 figures. But the payoff was watching the HOA fill in the trench under county supervision, while Karen stood silent, soaked, and furious. Nature really did take care of it, just not the way she expected. If you love HOA justice stories, like the video and subscribe.